It is said, and those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. A quote by Friedrich Nietzsche. Such is perhaps the perception of my endeavour to take on Drawlloween every year. Oh, but I love it so. I get to challenge myself to draw the same characters in new ways and discover new creatures I haven't drawn before. I also get to see what my peers get up to. October is always my busiest month of the year because of this, but it's also my most artistic month of the year. I hope you enjoy what I show you guys this month. My parents' garden has started blossoming this spring. Everything is in full bloom. It looks like a paradise. I can only imagine all the conversations these flowers are having throughout the day. Let me tell you a tale. When the moon comes out, a skeleton named Bonaparte Jiggles enjoys a rather peculiar pastime, playing with his bat and ghost puppets under the flickering glow of the lanterns. The bat flutters and the ghost sways as if they have a life of their own. The gravestones are his only audience, and tonight, the silent night is filled with whispered giggles. I had very little time to finish my drawings for the bones prompt. I did this one in about 2.5 hours before bedtime. For artists wanting to draw a human skeleton or just looking to reference anatomy, the ProSkelly app on iPad and iPhone is a lifesaver. You can change its pose to whatever you need and even adjust the direction of light. Deep in a forest, a goblin named Gristle, a creature of the Black Lagoon called Murg, and a siren named Lyra sat together on an old tree stump. Gristle, with her crooked grin, was sharing tales of mischief while Murg bubbled quietly, his eyes gleaming as he listened. Lyra, her voice soft like a distant lullaby, hummed a tune that drifted through the trees. Though they were as different as night and day, there was a quiet bond between the friends, each finding solace in their shared stories. I fell behind a little bit the past few days, so I joined these three together. I spent 6.5 hours drawing today. Whew! Now it's time for a rest. It made me so happy to send out all your packages this month. I can't thank you all enough for the support. If you like my artwork and would like a little piece of my world in yours, please check out my shop. I have a little bit of everything, from prints, stickers, cards, candles, apparel, and plushies. If there's artwork of mine you've seen me share that isn't on my shop, let me know and I can help you with that. My little goldfish Harley Finn has been having issues swimming for a few months now. We decided to take her back to the vet for another checkup. The vet suggested just keeping her comfortable, and as long as she was swimming and eating properly, she would be happy. Back home, we gave Harley Finn her very own tank so the other fish wouldn't pick on her. We removed the pebbles since she can't swim up and they cause grazes from her sitting on the bottom of the tank. Look at all those happy wiggles. Harley has brought us so much joy the past few months. Have you ever wondered what the Headless Horseman does when he's not chasing travellers? On quiet nights, he rides through the misty woods, searching not for his head, but for fragments of his lost thoughts. Without a head, it's rather tricky to keep your mind together after all. What would you do if you lost your head? Gosh, I've been so busy this month. I've created countless new sketches for Drawlloween. I don't think I've sketched so many new pieces in a long time. I've loved every minute of it. If you're not familiar with Drawlloween, it's an art challenge run every year by the artist Mab Graves. She challenges artists worldwide to partake in daily creativity where everyone draws the same spooky prompts. Do you join in any art challenges throughout the year? If so, which ones? Let me know. I've been missing my oil paints since I've been so busy doing sketches. The smell of linseed oil lingers in my memory. Next month, I hope to delve back into my larger paintings and hopefully tackle some smaller ones too. Do you want to see what I'm up to more regularly? You can see me working live every day on Twitch. In a quiet corner of the haunted forest, a little witch named Halloween wanders through the ancient cemetery at dusk. Her basket is full of faded blooms, their petals brown and curling. Gently, she places them on the moss-covered stones, whispering a soft spell of remembrance. The flowers, though wilted, are not forgotten. Each one holds a memory, a charm that once sparkled in the light of her magic. Here, in this eerie place, they rest, returning their magic to the earth. These flowers grow a new life after she leaves them behind. A little werewolf named Luna roams the starry night. She slips out beneath the silvery moonlight, her beloved plush toy clutched in her paw. The forest is quiet except for the soft patter of her feet on the dewy grass. Together with her scruffy companion, she explores the woods, visiting the owl in his hollow tree and the fox curled up beneath the brambles. Though the world sleeps, Luna and her plushie roam, whispering secrets to the stars. My husband and I spent some time decorating our garden this month. We bought this fountain for our courtyard. The sound of flowing water is so relaxing. Eventually we'll take out the gravel and put some soil in, but for now we're collecting as many plants as we can find. It's so beautiful out here, we decided to have lunch outside. A little gecko friend decided to join us while we were having lunch. I brought some of the flowers in from outside. Nasturtiums are some of my favourite flowers. In the heart of the woods, there lived a raven with feathers as dark as the night. He perched upon the tallest tree, listening to the whispers of the wind and the chatter of the leaves. They say this raven held the power to grant wishes, but only to those brave enough to share their deepest dreams. What would you whisper to the raven? Have you ever chased a jackalope through the woods? In the deep forest beneath the silvered moon, a jackalope leaps nimbly between twisted roots and fallen leaves. They say if you catch a glimpse of one, it'll lead you to forgotten dreams hidden among the trees. For those of you interested in my processes, I share even more behind-the-scenes content through Patreon. You'll also receive a monthly postcard from me, or other merch throughout the year, depending on what tier you pledge to. Once upon a time, there was a brave little girl who climbed onto the back of a majestic lion. Together, they journeyed through enchanted forests and across desert hills where only the stars dared to guide them. The lion's soft mane was like a warm blanket, and his footsteps were so quiet not even the leaves knew they had passed. As they travelled, the girl whispered her dreams to the lion, and the lion listened with a wise and steady heart. Yes, I fell behind, so I combined these two into one drawing. After all, my zodiac sign is Leo. This particular piece was inspired by Lion King, where Simba is running across the desert. I always remember the scene where they focused on his running pose. Lion King is one of my favourite childhood movies. We found the coziest little cafe hidden away in the hills. This place looks enchanted inside with all the beautiful dried flowers hanging from the ceiling. And they make the most delicious coffee. I felt as if this row of pumpkins had little faces and were gossiping about us. Who knows what tales they had to tell? On the way back, we spotted this gorgeous guinea fowl. They are such beautiful birds. Okay, so I had a much more extensive drawing planned for today, but my hand has decided it's had enough of Drawlloween, started threatening me with carpal tunnel, and called it quits. Nevertheless, they say big things come in small packages, so here we are with a tiny drawing I managed in my smallest sketchbook. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of an overgrown forest, lived the Green Lady. Her hair was woven with ivy. At her side was a clever frog named Pippin, who had a habit of leaping into trouble. Together, they embarked on the most curious adventures. This drawing is of the Green Lady of Brooklyn. Everything about her is green. She is so adorable. There's a quote by Friedrich Nietzsche, "And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." Art is an incredible phenomenon. It is the diary of an artist, the workings of their mind in that moment in time. It is also the exploration of dreams and imaginary realities. Pursuing creativity, at times, feels like insanity. It consumes your whole being. It challenges reality. Art is bigger than this world and knows its place too. It's an unquenchable thirst to indulge the emotion. Why is it that we lack inspiration for an entire day and finally find it when the moon shows its face? This year has felt like one of the deepest indulges in creativity than ever before. It's been so energy tapping, but I'm also so much more alive for it. How does creating art make you feel? What about watching it? Let me know. Under the soft glow of the moon, Mabel the Goth Moth girl fluttered quietly through the night. Dressed in velvet wings as dark as midnight, she collected starlight to make lanterns for her hidden garden. But only those who wander the quiet corners of twilight will ever find her magical haven. I sketched little Mabel while I waited for my mum at the dentist's office. Imagine, if you will, a small glass bottle hidden deep in the forest, corked tight with a wisp of something very old inside. This is where young Hazel, the ghost girl, rests, floating and dreaming, bound within her bottle by a spell cast long, long ago. By day, she watches the world pass by from her glassy prison, but on still moonlit nights, she can drift just outside with her glow faint and flickering. If you found Hazel's bottle, would you free her or let her keep her secrets? Here's the little sketchbook I got gifted by my livestream community this month. It's from Olpr. They make beautiful leather wallets and journals. It isn't the nicest paper, but it's only made for jotting down quick ideas. Now I can always have a small sketchbook with me wherever I go. Oh, and did I mention, it smells so good. I bought my own mini zebra pencil to go with it. Frankly, it's perfect. Thank you all for following me on my creative journey. If you'd like to support me, please check out my store, subscribe to my Twitch channel, or pledge to me on Patreon. I want to thank my patrons for sponsoring this video and allowing me time to spend on creative projects like these. I hope I've inspired you to create or appreciate creativity this month. Did you join in any art challenges this month? How did it challenge you? Let me know in the comments.